Christian and welcome back to my channel where I preach about the word of God to bring people to Jesus. Today, I am going to be preaching on what's enough, and by starting to do that, I am going to be reading 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 9, which says, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." This verse is not saying that God is physically strong when we're physically weak. This verse is talking about the fact that God is more than enough when we don't have enough. For example, money. If we're financially struggling, I don't know how God is going to give you the money and how it's going to get to you. But what I do know is that He's going to start you off with not enough. And if you trust God by tithing with your not enough, He will give you to a point where you couldn't get without Him. Not only God has more than enough, but He is more than enough. For example, peace. If you say you don't have peace, you're lying, because peace isn't a feeling. It's Jesus, the God of peace, is living inside of us. And we try to chase the feeling of peace that doesn't even exist, but we just need to acknowledge that peace is always with us because God is always with us. In the Bible, Jesus fed 5,000 people. He used the boys' 5 loaves and 2 fish, and it seemed like it wasn't enough to feed 5,000 people, but He multiplied the loaves and He multiplied the fish, and He was able to feed the 5,000 people. They were all satisfied, plus there were leftovers. Notice that Jesus started off with not enough food, but He was able to turn the not enough into more than enough food because there were leftovers. I want to show you one more example of how God is enough, and that is going to be in Matthew 28, verse 16 through 20, which says, "Then the 11 disciples went to Galilee, to the mountain where Jesus had told them to go. When they saw Him, they worshipped Him, but some doubted. Then Jesus said to them, 'All authority on heaven and on earth has been given to me. Therefore go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, and teaching them to obey everything I have commanded you. And surely I am always with you to the very end of the age.'" That last part hit me. God is enough. And we have enough because He is with us. But what does God do to make us have enough? Well, He is enough. He is the reason we have enough, and He is enough. The living God we worship is inside of us, and He is enough. He is the reason we have enough because He is enough. The disciples didn't need to worry about preaching the gospel because they knew God was with them. And in the same way, we don't need to worry about what we're going through because God is with us. And that's all I have for you today. Remember, God is with you and He is enough. And He has enough for us. And I will see you in the next preaching. Peace out.